Hello, my name is Ali, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Hakuoki Kyoto wins, Nagakura's route. If you hear typing in the background, it's my husband, so don't worry about it. What was going on? This was getting stranger and stranger, and I was starting to think I didn't really want to know the rest of the story.
We are aware of that. We are also aware that Kazuma and his compatriots call themselves demons. Not that we're inclined to believe such a claim, of course.
No, I do not think their claim as demons is unfounded. All three of them possess powers that make them incomparable to humans. However, despite their strengths, their presence is virtually unknown amongst the public. In normal circumstances, that is impossible.
It's rare for you to say something so kind, Sanan. So, go on, Sen. Then you know they are demons. Excellent. That will save me some time, then. I am not a human either. I am also a demon. You are? I am, in fact, a princess. Princess Sen. With that, she gave us an elegant bow, exactly like one might expect from a princess. I come from a family of ninja who have served Princess Sen and her family for generations.
It all makes sense now. I'd wondered why you were being so friendly. You were gathering information on the Shinsengumi.
I have no idea what you mean. She tilted her head to the side politely and met Hijikata's glare with an innocent smile.
You know her?
Move your eyes up about 6 inches, Shinpachi. That's Kimigiku. She's, dressed a little different from when we met her at Shimabara, but that's her face, all right.
What?
Kimigiku smiled. We demons have lived in this country since a very long time ago. The top officials in the shogunate and in many of the domains already know of us. Most demons have no interest in human matters and preferred to be left alone to go about their own affairs in peace. However, humans in positions of power saw that they might achieve great things with the assistance of demons, and so demanded that assistance. And did the demons obey? Many did not. They felt that they had no obligation to involve themselves in human affairs. Human ambition meant nothing to them. But when they refused, the human lords were furious. They sent out great armies to destroy the villages of the demons.
How horrible.
The demon clans scattered across the country and were forced into hiding. No longer isolated in their own communities, they went out to mate with humans. These days, there are few demons who can claim a pure bloodline.
And I assume Kazuma is one of these?
Sen nodded. Currently, the largest pureblood family is the Kazuma, who have the Satsuma domain support. You have already met the head, Chikage Kazuma.
Chikage Kazuma.
In the east, the largest family is the Yukimura. That would be your family, Chizuru. What? I heard that the demons of the Yukimura clan living in the hidden village were destroyed by humans, but it would seem there is a survivor. That survivor is her. Chizuru, the blood that runs in your veins is pure and strong. I sense great power from you. No way. But I had Kiku gather as much history on your family as she could.
I know you may find it all difficult to believe, but you are very much a demon.
The revelation of all of this was nearly impossible to comprehend. I was at a loss of words. I mean, I was told I was not a human, but a being called the demon. I couldn't believe it, but at the same time, all the odd things that occurred all made sense now. Now I knew why Kazuma was after me, and why I had healed so much more quickly than anyone else. If you are indeed the descendant of a pure-blooded demon, then Kazuma's desire for you is clear. Should two purebloods mate, they will produce an even more powerful demon.
So he wants her to be his bride.
After a fashion, yes. Kazuma will definitely return for her. Thus far, he has been content to toy with you, but I cannot guess how much longer that may last. Should he devote all of his formidable abilities to this task, I do not think you'll be able to protect her. even the Shinsengumi cannot stand against the true power of a demon.
Whoa there, princess. You don't think that's going a bit far?
Shinpachi's right. You aren't giving us enough credit.
The only reason you are still alive is because Kazuma and his companions have not turned their full strength on you.
Then let them. I should dearly like to see the power of a true demon.
Sanan! Kazuma and his friends had already demonstrated incredible strength. Even the captains of the Shinsengumi had been easily brushed aside. If that was not even the full extent of their strength, then a battle to the death against one of them would be...
Shinpachi and Harada are right. Although they were more powerful than any average human warrior, the difference in power between us wasn't so vast that we couldn't best them, even if they were going easy on us.
Very true. Besides, we've got the demon himself in command, don't we?
Shut up, Soji.
I understand how you feel, but you must realize that these men are unlike any other foe you have faced before. Your guys' job is to protect the safety of Kyoto, not to protect her. That is why I must ask you to leave her to us. In our care, her chances of survival will be much higher.
Hey, give us a chance, all right? Are you trying to say we can't protect her?
This may sound rude, but you're talking about the power of 2 women over all of us. It's hard for me to imagine your thin arms could go head-to-head with guys like Kazuma, Amagiri, and Shiranui.
Look, lady, you're not part of the Shinsengumi, and I'd appreciate it if you could keep your nose out of our business. Both Sen and Kimikiku seemed to be thrown off by the captain's reaction.
What about you, Hijikata? You've acknowledged Kazuma's strength. Surely you must at least consider the princess's offer. Please give her to us. That's different. It's not our style to back out on a promise. We decided we're going to protect her. We're not going to run away just because they're demons. And besides, if you're going to claim that you're a demon, I guess I'll take it, but that doesn't mean we trust you. Do you know who you're speaking to? Princess Sen is a descendant of the Shizuka Gozen.
Kimikiku, please. That is not necessary. Her tone was calm and friendly, but it left no room for argument.
I agree with Hijikata. If she really does have a blood of a different species, we'd like to cooperate with her for internal purposes in the near future.
What? Kimikiku glared at him. She probably didn't say anything out of concern for Sen. I see. That is a problem then. There's no way I can convince you?
Hold on a minute. We didn't confirm one important thing.
Important thing?
Yukimura, what do you have to say about this?
Me? Well, I couldn't give an immediate answer. It wasn't that I was doubting Sen and Kimikiku, but...
I see. It must be difficult to discuss with an audience. You ought to speak with Princess Sen alone.
What the hell, Kondo?
Hijikata tried to protest, but Kondo didn't change his expression.
There should be at least one witness. The princess may take Kimikiku as well, of course.
No, that's not necessary. We've been ignoring her feelings this whole time. If she wants to leave this place, then we shouldn't stop her.
Kondo.
Damn it. You're so easy on people as usual.
Well, if Kondo says so. His words spoke for the rest of them as well. They might not like it, but Kondo was the chief. What he said went. But it was above his title alone. I think his personality usually won out these sorts of issues.
You won't steal her away the moment the 2 of you are alone, will you?
You needn't worry. Once a demon makes a promise, we keep it. I'll be fine. Sen isn't a bad person. Why, thank you, Chizuru. When she smiled, her expression had returned to that of a girl her age. A few moments later, we found ourselves alone in my room. I know I've given you a terrible amount of things to think on this evening. I'm awfully sorry. Normally, I would never take this kind of measure. No, it's all right. I'm sorry about, them. They said some pretty mean things. Well, that's to be expected, I fear. I was asking rather a lot of them, and frightfully suddenly. Not many humans would accept the existence of demons so readily. But enough of that. On to business. What do you say to my offer? Have you thought on it?
I had indeed. If Sen had come up to me when I first arrived in Kyoto, I might well have taken her up on her hospitality. But now?
The Shinsengumi seems to believe that they can, though I do not doubt their dedication. I confess I do doubt their ability.
Perhaps what she said was true. The Shinsengumi were powerful and skilled. I'd seen them face overwhelming odds and emerge victorious, but those odds had always been only human. The strength of a single demon was something great and terrible. Of that, there was no doubt. We had all seen it so firsthand, and some had even lost their lives to that strength. And the same fate could occur, even to the captains of the Shinsengumi.
I'm sure the political situation in Kyoto would be more chaotic in the near future. If Kazuma were to strike during such a time, what do you think would happen? You should leave the Shinsengumi. That way, they will be able to fight without worry.
Sen. Her eyes were serious, but warm and honest. Whatever else she might be, her concern for me was real. Thank you, Sen, but I hesitated. I just couldn't get myself to agree.
Is there a reason you wish to stay?
Yeah.
Oh my. One of those gentlemen, perhaps?
What? Her question had been entirely innocent, although it had caught me off guard. I couldn't possibly lie to her. What should I tell her? What do you think we're gonna say? Well, duh. Is that an option? Duh. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I nodded and did my best to look confident. She seemed a little surprised, but she eventually looked relieved and softened up.
I see. Well, I shan't ask why. But I can certainly understand your dilemma. That being the case, I couldn't possibly tell you to leave.
My foot's asleep. Ow. Thank you for waiting. So, how was it? Have you reached a decision? Before I could speak, Sen stepped forward.
After some discussion, we have decided to leave things as they are.
Sen. Are you sure, Your Highness?
Quite. For now, I believe it is of utmost importance to prioritize her wishes.
Very well. The Shinsengumi accepts responsibility for her well-being. Just relax and leave it all to me. Oh, I'm sure Shinpachi'll give you all sorts of other things to worry about. Still, I'm glad to have you around. What kind of girl would want to stay here? I can't tell if you have guts or if you got rocks for brains. This doesn't make you special. You'll receive the same treatment you always have.
Right. Thank you, all of you, for letting me stay.
Sen took my hand in hers and let her eyes rest on mine.
Do be careful, Chizuru, and remember, I am on your side.
Thank you, Sen. She gave me one last warm smile, and then Sen and Kirikiku were gone. Once again, sleep refused to come. My mind worked furiously, turning over everything Sen had told me, examining it from every angle. I was a demon. Not only that, but I was the head of a pure-blooded demon clan that was nearly destroyed, my heritage being the reason for Kazuma's continued interest. Gosh. I had decided to stay with the Shinsengumi, but was that really the best idea? Should I have left instead? I wanted to stay, of course, And I didn't really think leaving was a reasonable choice, but what if I'd made a mistake? Eek! I heard a sound from outside, and it made me jump. That sound. Could it be?
Sorry to bother you so late, but this is an emergency.
I heard Shimada from the hallway. Yes? The door snapped open and Shimada stepped in. His eyes darted back and forth nervously, and his body was tense. Has something happened?
The demons have attacked us, here.
What?
They're after you, which means you need to stay here.
But... I was the reason they'd come here. How could I justify sitting on my hands while others fought my battles for me? We're going to stay in the room. First time. I didn't know what to do. It's the first time we're going to stay in the room. All right. I'll stay here. So please help everyone else, Shimada. Although I'd only encountered them a few times, I knew just how powerful the demons could be. I was sure the more Shinsengumi men there were, the chances of their survival were better.
No, I was ordered to protect you.
Just then, the sound of blades clanging against one another rang outside the room.
Find a place to hide in this room. I will check on what is going on.
Okay, please be careful. Shimada grabbed his sword's hilt on his hip, but immediately after...
Ah!
Shimada! I ran to the door to see what happened to him. We are going to... But what should I do? Run away from the room. If I remain here, I was sure that I would be caught. So I decided to run away from the room. My ear caught onto the chaos out front. I went running to the other side of the compounds. When I'd arrived at the inner yard...
So, I finally found you, Chizuru Yukimura.
You.
Word has it that members of the Yase clan paid you a visit today.
We are going to look up Yase clan. Oopsies, Yase clan. Encyclopedia. It's been a while since I've had to look up something, so my brain's like, duh. Yase clan. Demon clan of which Princess Sen is the head.
I'm sure they shared many things with you. You're a pure-blooded demon. Such a great honor. Living in the den of imitators does not suit you. The time has come for you to leave with me.
What should I do? We are going to call for help. Help! Facing Kazuma, all I could do was... help! Is anyone near? All I could do was call for help. But, as expected, it seemed like the rest of the warriors were still occupied in the front. Maybe Kazuma had already known that there was no use in screaming for help, or he was unfazed. He slowly reached out toward me.
There's no use of calling for help. Now, just come with me.
You bastard! Not a single step closer.
Our knight in shining armor is here. Suddenly, Nagakura came to my side. Nagakura!
Damn you. How dare you get in my way, you insect!
What? Did you just call me an insect? Now, listen carefully, bub. Bub. Of all names you could use, dude. Bub. Anyway, Nagakura took a very deep breath before shouting at the top of his lungs. I am Shinpachi Nagakura, captain of the Shinsengumi 2nd Division. I heard her calling for help, and now I'm here to beat your ass.
The smaller the dog, the bigger the bark, huh?
Kazuma struck quickly, but Nagakura had been able to shift his feet and parry the slash.
I see. You really are strong.
You bastard.
Kazuma pushed him backwards, but Nagakura was able to sidestep and push back with his sword. How are you supposed to pronounce that? Definitely not ooh. Anyway. That all you got, you bastard? Yeah, I don't know how you would say that anyway.
You dare bark at me, human? Do you really think you can protect her with your sorry display of strength?
Chizuru is integral to the Shinsengumi. That's why we are protecting her. No, I'll protect her.
You fool.
Gah!
Nagakura was thrown to the floor. but he shot right back up and entered into his offensive stance.
Heh, this is nothing. Okay, demon, or whatever you are, I'm clearly the result of these ripped muscles and swordsmanship too.
Your strength is nothing, just a worthless human. Kazuma leapt up, swinging his blade down hard. And I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!